I'm Andrew, and welcome to the Neon Knitter. This is Vloguary 2022, episode 5. Vloguary is designed to show my progress throughout the Westknits Hiberknitalong with the cable trellis shawl. And today is Tuesday, January 11th, 2022. And here is my progress. I finished row 93 of section 3. Now, section 3 has, I think, 102 rows, so I'm getting there. Row 93 is what I completed. Okay. So I got some yarn in the mail today, and I'm pretty excited about that. Here it is. Pretty exciting. This is from Lucid Yarns, which is by Fox and Hair Creations, and I ordered it from their Etsy shop. The Etsy shop is Fox Hair Creations. And just a little bit of advice if you ever place an order from Fox Hair Creations. I had a big surprise. I opened the package and a bunch of confetti came flying out. Which was kind of annoying. But, you know, that's how she packaged it. A bunch of confetti came flying out of the package. So, I'm warning you, if you ever order from Fox Hair Creations, that just be warned that confetti might fly out of your package when you open it. Okay? And then she also gave me a couple of Jolly Ranchers. One was strawberry and one was pineapple. And then I also got a little toy dinosaur, which I thought was kind of weird. You know, like one of those things you would find in your first grade teacher's prize box. Kind of weird, I know. Or as like a birthday party favor. But anyways, the dyer behind this yarn is Brianna Steele, and it was dyed in Greeley, Colorado. You can see the information right here. And that's the Etsy shop that I was talking about. But her line of yarns is called Lucid Yarns, and is by Fox and Hair Creations, and it is her single ply 100% merino fingering weight, and the color is Safety Dance. I don't remember if I told you guys I had more Safety Dance yarn coming, because I showed you my hand-dyed Diva Safety Dance yarn before. So I don't know if I said that I had more coming, because this came the other day. So, but there's more on that from a couple days ago when it actually arrived. So, what I'm trying to figure out here. This is really awesome. This is my color B for Rosy Blooms. So yeah, and then my color A hasn't arrived yet. I ordered some yarn from Knit Circus, and that hasn't come yet, and I will talk more about that when it does come. Okay? That is that. Lastly, what I'm wearing today. This is the Slumber Shawl by Stephen West. Maybe I'll insert an image of it because I can better show it laid out on the floor, because it's kind of ripply when I hold it up, but when I lay it out on the floor, it takes a second for me to lay it out nice, and then it looks good. So, but anyways, I used Premier Yarns bobbins, and hold on 1 second. Yeah, Premier Yarns bobbins, and this is more or less my yarn label. This is how the yarn comes packaged. And several people have reviewed this yarn if you are curious, but otherwise here's the information. And how it works is it comes with 3 yarns on a bobbin. You know, kind of like you have those like bobbins of like gift ribbon, like for tying presents, and there'll be like more than one color and you just pull from whichever color you want. It's that sort of thing, except that it's a gradient fade. So you start with a light and then you end with a dark, and then the middle one is marled. It's the dark and the light twisted together. And let me tell you, this yarn is splitty. Good grief. Very splitty. And then it is 100% acrylic. And so if you look up the Slumber Shawl pattern, you'll know that it uses 4 colors, and I only mentioned there being 3 on here. So color B was my dark one, C was my medium one, and D was my B was my light one, C was my medium one, the marled one, and then D was my dark one. So that takes care of B, C, and D. But what about A? They have 3 solids, just like the whole bobbin is one color. They have a black, a gray, and a white. So my color A is the white. And yeah, it would probably be cheaper to just buy a skein of white yarn instead of a bobbin, but I wanted to make sure it was the exact same yarn. So I kind of made that sacrifice. Yeah, and the other downside to the one downside to the solids, other than it's on a bobbin, is it's in 3 pieces because they still wind it the same as the fade sets. I think they did that as a cost-cutting thing, but it's kind of annoying. Thankfully, I only ended up needing 1 of the 3 pieces, but if you order a solid, do be prepared that it's in 3 pieces. So, yeah, that's what I did for this. So yeah, so that's my Slumber Shawl. Very happy with it. I'm very happy with my cable trellis shawl. And so that is all of the progress I'm able to show you guys today. So I will be back tomorrow with more progress on my cable trellis shawl. Good evening. It is Wednesday, January 12th, 2022. Here is my progress on the shawl. And I finished row 98 of section 3. And section 3 only has 102 rows, so I'm pretty excited. So, yeah, and then after that I just have the border. So I'm almost done with the shawl. So there's a chance when I show it to you tomorrow that I'll maybe have section 3 done. So I didn't get any yarn in the mail today, so I don't have any of that to show you, but I should have some coming tomorrow. So what I'm wearing. This is the Colonnade shawl by Stephen West. Let me see if I can hold it up properly. Hope I don't have to get up from my chair this time. We'll see. Well, I'll get up and show you. Okay, so this is the Colonnade Shawl by Stephen West. It's one of his free patterns. And, I made it using Buttercream Luxcraft Wool Blend. Now, Buttercream is a Joann's brand, and this is their wool blend yarn, which is discontinued. They don't make it anymore. But, my main color, which is right here in the stockinette stitch section, is orange apple. I don't know if it's orange / apple or apple / orange, but one of those two. And then the bottom is mint blush, mint / blush. Is the bottom one, the lace section. And then, yeah, so you need one skein of your main color and 2 for contrast with this particular yarn. Now, how you saw me wearing it earlier was, like I usually wear my shawls, like this. I know it doesn't look super pretty right now, but I usually have to do it in front of the mirror to make it look pretty, so. But that's, well, okay, I did pretty good. That's how I like wearing it. But this pattern does have an optional button and button loop. And so I opted to do it just in case I decide to wear it like that. And I got this button for $1 at Stephen B in their clearance section. And then the loop is just an I-cord out of the orange apple colorway. So how I can wear it with the button and button loop is I just throw it on, button it, toss it to the side, potentially. You know. And then it's buttoned up nicely. I don't like wearing it like this as much. Obviously you can see it flops around. But it is there as an option. But the way that I usually like wearing it, like I just demonstrated before, where it's around my neck like this, and whatever, that way, before I blocked it, it was way too tight to wear it like that, and it felt like it was going to choke me, but then after I blocked it, I didn't even notice I'm wearing it sometimes. So, yeah. But anyways, I love this shawl, and so I just had to share it with you guys. Anyways, I have no more updates for today, so I guess I will see you tomorrow with more updates. Good evening, Thursday the 13th of January, 2022, and here is my progress. I have finished row 100 of section 3. So there are 2 rows left in section 3, which I know I will for sure get done tomorrow, and then I just have the border, and then the whole shawl will be done. So, this is row 100 complete of section 3. And so that was the final row in spin cycle. So I'm all done using my spin cycle. I'm just using the main color now for the rest of the project. Okay. Now, I got some yarn in the mail today. I got 2 packages actually. I know I just recently ordered a bunch of yarn. I'm just ranting on about it, but once all my packages come, I'm gonna take a break from ordering for a while, so. And I gotta think I still have like 4 more packages coming, so yeah. But here's the two that I got today. The two packages. I'm going to start with my order from Knit Circus Yarns. This is from Knit Circus Yarns. This is their Spectacular, which is their 100% merino single ply fingering weight. And this is in the color Safety Dance. You notice, I don't know if you've noticed the Safety Dance theme lately, because I've ordered 3 different Safety Dance yarns recently, but you might recall this one from a few days ago. This is going together with this as a contrast color. So this is color A, and this is color B for Rosy Blooms by Stephen West. So they're going together, I think, quite nicely. So that'll be nice for Rosy Blooms. And then I placed an order at Joann's. So I had a gift card for Joann's, and so I decided to spend it on some yarn. This is Big Twist Party in the color Lemon Drop. And I think this is really gorgeous. It's blue, yellow, sort of a charcoal gray, and then I don't know how to describe the main color because it looked white online, but in person we can't tell if it's white, gray, or whatever. I even tried to have my mom describe it to me, and she was having a hard time describing the main color in this yarn. She's like, I don't know, it's some sort of a neutrally color. So yeah, it's you know, a little bit difficult for me to describe, but I think it's really pretty. I bought 6 skeins, and I'm going to make a sweater out of it. Okay. The pattern is Southwood by Galt House of Yarn, and I really love that pattern. I've done it one time before. One of these days I'll have to wear that sweater and show you, but what I like to do with that sweater is it calls for a worsted, but Aran weight also works, so stuff in the 4-weight category. And what I like to do is I like to, when I'm at a big box craft store and I see a yarn that looks really cool, I just buy enough quantity of it to make a Southwood, and then I show off the yarn in that. So yeah, so this is really beautiful, and I'm looking forward to making a sweater out of it. The one review of this yarn that I saw was indicating that it was a little splitty, so I'm a little bit anxious to see how that goes, because we'll see how splitty it ends up being. But I've already checked my gauge for the sweater, even though it's several months out from me actually knitting the sweater, and I was to gauge, so, and I didn't have any issues with it splitting then, but I was knitting a little slower than usual. Like I said, 6 skeins, so yep. So that's everything I have to show today. Today I'm wearing my shawlography, so if you want to know more information about my shawlography, it seems kind of redundant for me to show it to you right now, because I have an entire video series about my process of making it, because this was the Mystery Knit Along, Stephen West, for 2021, so I'll just link to the entire playlist of those videos, and you can go watch that if you're curious about my shawl. But that's really all I have to share with you guys today. So, well, okay, I suppose I could show you my sweater, because I was talking about it. I'm not going to put it on right now. I'll do that some other day. Like, I'll show it, like, I'll model it on a day that I'm actually, like, wearing it. But here's my sweater that I did. This is the same pattern that I'm going to use for the Big Twist Party. This is the one that I did already. This is Loops and Threads Flex in the colorway light gray. And Loops and Threads is the Michaels brand. So, yeah, I really like this sweater. And it's going to be the same pattern with this yarn. So, yeah. And I've actually got yarn for a couple more Southwoods as well, but I'll discuss that at a later time. So yeah, and then also I should mention that, so it's Southwood by House of Yarn, or if you have a 5-weight yarn, you can use Plithered by Christina Dene. And the reason I know about that pattern is because I bought yarn for Southwood that ended up being a 5-weight, and so that's how I know that. So, but I'll talk more about Plithered by Christina Dene later this month, because that's actually going to be my next project. So yeah, so that's really all I have to share with you guys right now, and I will be back tomorrow with more progress on my shawl. I'm not sure if tomorrow's going to be more progress or if it'll be a completed shawl. I'm not sure, but we'll see, and I will see you tomorrow. Good morning. It is Sunday, January 15th, 2022, and I didn't film my progress last night, so I'm going to do it this morning, and then I will film again this evening. So, before I show you my progress, I told you guys that one of these days I'd wear my sweater and actually model it for you. So I am doing that. So let me get up and show you. Here it is. I think it fits me beautifully, and I really like it. This is my first sweater, and to this day the only sweater I've completed. So yeah, again, Southwood by House of Yarn. But I think I told you all the information on Thursday evening, so. Alright, now my shawl progress. Here's my shawl. Let me get the yarn untangled. Okay. I finished section 3. I'm very excited about that. I finished section 3 yesterday. And then I started the border. And I finished row 2 of the border. So I'm very excited about that. And I hope to get more done on it today. So yeah. I really love it. I'm very happy with it. So those are really the only things I have to talk about. So I will see you this evening for today's progress. Okay, good evening. So I've made a little more progress on my cable trellis shawl today. I have finished row 9 of the border, and I am actually halfway through row 10. This is the first time I've shown it to you in the middle of a row, but I am getting really tired and should probably go to bed. So I'm going to finish the row in the morning. So you can see I'm halfway done, over half done with the border. I am halfway through row 10 out of 12. And then all there is left to do is bind off. So tomorrow I will probably have a finished shawl. So I'm looking forward to that, so stay tuned. That's all my progress I have for today, so I will see you tomorrow. Good evening. It is Saturday, January 29th, 2022. And I know it's been a couple of weeks since I filmed. And as you can see, my shawl is finished. I finished it Sunday the 17th. No, 16th. Yeah. Sunday the 16th. And so there wasn't really any more progress to show. It was finished. And so I thought I'd wait until the day in which I model it to show it to you guys, because I know I wanted to put those photos at the end of the video. So those will be inserted at the end of the video because I finally got around to modeling it today. And if you're wondering what I've done with those couple of weeks of not having any shawl to work on because it was finished, I knit a whole entire sweater in those 2 weeks, and there will be a video coming out on that in a week, week and a half, I don't know, because I still have to model it before I can make that video. So as soon as I model it, I'll put that video up. So yeah, otherwise I'm very pleased with it. Here, let me take it off and show you. The photo shows a better picture of me modeling it and holding it up. so you'll be able to see it hopefully a little better in the photo. But here it is. Very happy with it. This does conclude Vloguary, so thank you for watching all my Vloguary videos, and I will go back to doing some of my more regular stuff, and you'll get to see some of my content later on. But anyways, I'm Andrew, thank you for checking in here at the Neon Knitter, and I will see you in the next video.